Alright, you're live.
What's the link? Do you know what the link is?
It'd be the same link, I think.
Okay. Hi everyone, welcome to Dork Entertainment, D Sports. Hopefully we're working. The sound is working now.
Yeah, it is.
Okay, awesome. So we're going to be previewing the World Cup game between India and New Zealand. It's the semi-final. So we're down to the last three games of the tournament. India versus New Zealand is the first semi-final, and England versus Australia is the second semi-final coming up on Thursday. So we're about 15 to 20 minutes away to the start of the game. And I believe the toss...
Yeah, the toss has been won, so New Zealand is actually batting first. The pitch looks like a belter, so it might be looking at score of over 300, but yeah.
And that's, that's exactly what India wanted. Over the weekend, India played against Sri Lanka, and they won, which moved them up to the top position. And then at the same time, what do you call it? Oh no, my dog's here. So at the same time, Australia lost to South Africa. So that actually shifted them down to second position, meaning that they have to actually play England in Edgbaston, which is a much more difficult prospect because the pitch is very difficult. It is quite a green pitch, whereas here it's going to be hopefully a batting friendly pitch.
It is. That's sort of the reports coming in is that it is a pretty batting friendly pitch.
And do we have any changes to the team?
Yeah, so we've got one change. I think Yuzvendra Chahal is coming in in place of Kuldeep Yadav. Now that is interesting.
So they're going with three paces.
No, so they've got Jadeja still in the team. So
interesting.
Jadeja has basically taken that second spinner spot. Yeah, it's an interesting choice. I would think that Yadav is the more attacking bowler, but it seems like a defensive move to go for Jadeja and Chahal in the same team. We'll see if it pays off. Yeah, it's interesting as well. No Mohammad Shami.
No Mohammad Shami. Okay, Interesting. And he has been one of the tournaments. He's up there with the highest wicket takers, and he's played pretty well. In the last game against England, he did go for a few runs, but everyone did. But he still picked up 5 wickets. So it's quite interesting that they've left him out and they're playing Bhuvneshwar Kumar instead.
Yeah, I think what's sort of happened is so Shami, although getting a lot of wickets, has really been expensive in the death overs. And Bhuvi is known. Bhuvi and Jasprit both are really great death bowlers. So I think that's the thinking behind that. I think they want to sort of just restrict the runs, but I don't know if that's a good sort of decision on a flat deck.
Yeah, I think they're going to be wanting to bat first, I guess. Whoever wins. So has the toss happened yet?
Yeah, the toss has happened, and New Zealand has won.
New Zealand won the toss, and they're batting. That's going to be very interesting.
Batting first, so yeah, and that's interesting. Another interesting fact is that the only game that India's lost has been the one chasing. So we're going to hope for a really good bowling performance to restrict New Zealand below 300 because apparently the par on this pitch is 320.
Wow. Okay. So it's going to be interesting, start to the game. We all expected India to bat first.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, they lost the toss, and now New Zealand will be batting first. So it's going to be quite interesting. Now, New Zealand have a really good bowling attack when they've got Trent Boult and they've got Ferguson bowling, because Ferguson is pretty quick.
Yeah.
Now, what he does on this pitch, I'm not really sure, but any pitch, I guess, a fast bowling attack is very dangerous. Trent Boult, he's got his Yorkers. India have a great bowling attack as well, with Jasprit Bumrah doing a similar role. So they're all going to have to be on target today. Yeah. We're going to have a look quickly, just a quick look at the weather, because they are expecting patchy rain. So it is quite cloudy as well. And they are expecting patchy rain here and there. So there may be a bit of swing in the air because of the cloud and the moist conditions there. So Bhuvneshwar Kumar may extract a bit of swing there.
Yeah. Although from what Virat Kohli said at the toss, what he thought of the pitch was that there was not really that much moisture, and but it is overcast at the moment, so we could see rain play a part. Maybe I heard later in the day is where we could see rain play a part. So maybe India's chase is where we see rain come in. So
Duckworth Lewis could come into it.
Yeah, so that's going to be interesting. We'll see what we do for that.
And also we've got so this is the first time these two teams are technically meeting in this tournament, because the last round game it was actually washed out, so they didn't actually get to play each other.
Yeah.
And the practice game before the World Cup started, New Zealand actually beat India in that match, but that match it was the pitch was quite bowler friendly.
Yeah.
So there was a lot of assistance there for the bowlers. But this is going to be a batting friendly pitch, it looks like, and it's going to be quite interesting.
Yes, New Zealand did win that, but we're going to look at earlier in the year is another sort of indicator in that India did beat New Zealand 4-1, and yeah, India did beat New Zealand 4-1, and in that series we saw Chahal and Yadav actually run riot, and they really got a lot of wickets.
But I guess the World Cup is a different tournament altogether.
Yeah.
Like England haven't been playing that great, previously, but they have come into this World Cup and they have just smashed it out of the park. Really,
yeah.
They've just gone for it, and it's worked out for them. I think that that's going to be a great game, England versus Australia as well, because Australia did have the better of England in the last encounter. But England, they're a team that's playing with a lot of confidence.
Yeah.
So it's going to be quite interesting to see what happens there. Is there any changes for New Zealand? I believe Ferguson is coming back from injury.
Yes, I think Ferguson is taking Southee's place in the team. I think that's what is being said at the moment.
So did Southee play in the last game? He was the replacement for
Ferguson, I think.
Ferguson. Yeah. So did you know much about Ferguson before?
No, not that much actually. No.
He sort of burst out of the blocks. He's come out of nowhere. And he's just, he's bowling quick and he's getting wickets. That's the main thing. And he's a great support there for Trent Boult. So some of the pitches that we've seen so far in this tournament, spin does come into it at some point.
Yeah.
And I think Jadeja, the way he played, he does bring a lot to the team with his fielding and with his bowling, although he doesn't turn it that much, but he does bowl line and length, and that's what gets him wickets.
Yeah, it's been a consistent performer for the past couple of years, Jadeja, actually. I'm surprised he actually didn't play more games in the World Cup. I think it was just his first game the other day. But we'll see how he goes. He can keep it tight. He can save a lot of runs in the field, and we'll just have to see how that happens, because it is a flat deck. We have to remind everyone it is a flat deck.
Yeah.
So we could see something in excess of 300.
300 plus, definitely. Just having a look at New Zealand's bowling attack. So it's not just, I guess, Boult and Ferguson. You've got Matt Henry, who comes in the middle overs. You've got Mitchell Santner, who, with his slow turners as well, and Colin Granderholm and James Neesham. So there is quite a
right now the anthem's actually going on.
Yep, if you tune into KO Sports or whatever you're watching it on, the national anthems are now starting. So we can just close the door. So the New Zealand national anthem has started, so we'll just wait for that.
Yeah, it's really funny when people see themselves on the big screen on the national anthem. They just break and then they start.
One thing I noticed is a lot of, especially about some Indian fans, and I guess not just Indian, Pakistan, Sri Lanka, a lot of the Asian teams. Some of the fans don't really know what's happening on the pitch, but when the camera comes on them, they're just excited and just happy to be there and to be on the screen.
Oh, being on TV, man, that's number one for all this.
Yeah,
Man.
sometimes that's more important
than the actual match that's going on.
Yeah, sometimes I see they lose a wicket, and then the fans are on TV, then they're screaming and cheering. It's a bit strange. I don't know.
I gotta say, it does look very gloomy and doomy there. It looks like it's gonna rain at any moment.
This match is most likely going to be rain affected, which is going to be interesting because it's a semi-final, and if we don't get a full game,
there's a reserve day, I think,
for the semi-final.
Yeah, for the semi-finals there is a reserve day, and I think if that gets rained out, then India goes through. So if there's no play, like if there's not, I think 20 overs each, then there can't be a game. That's not classified as a game.
So it's going to be interesting because I thought initially they might go on if whoever the previous winner was between the two, but there was no previous game.
No.
It might be a shortened game. It looks like they've stated cloudy but patchy rain. So we will get, I think, a minimum amount of overs through to to purchase as a game. But, I mean, semi-final, you want to see 50 overs aside. You want to see both teams maximise their chances, at winning this game. So we've just got the Indian national anthem happening at the moment.
Yeah, interesting choice. Jadhav, crucial part of the team, is not part of the team today as well. There's some changes that have happened to the Indian team. You could expect that throughout the tournament. So they haven't really consistently picked a team. But
the thing with Jadhav is, I guess, they haven't used him as a bowler, really. Or there maybe a couple of overs, but he hasn't really been effective. Yeah. Jadeja comes in as a replacement, and first over, he gets a wicket. So it works in his favour.
That's true.
And he's jumping around, saving runs. That's the type of fielders they need. So we've just got the New Zealand openers coming out now. So it's going to be a really interesting game. Bhuvneshwar Kumar is going to open.
He's going to open the bowling, and that's probably the right call to have him first up. It's whatever swing there is, he'd be able to distract it.
Interestingly, Martin Guptill has not yet teed off in this tournament.
Which is a bit of a scare.
It's a bit of a scare because he is that sort of player who has a big innings all of a sudden and he can just rip the game apart.
Yeah.
Whereas I'm a bit worried, actually. I've got to tell you something. I'm a bit worried. Rohit Sharma. Usually, you have players who don't score for a long time and then bang, a big score. Rohit Sharma is the type of player who will score a lot of runs and then nothing.
Yeah, well, the threat is going to be the left hand swing bowling of Trent Bolt. He's going to pull one back in to Rohit Sharma. He's going to get him. I can almost see how Sharma's going to get out. It will be an LBW. He's going to pull one back in. He's going to swing it in. After 4 of them away, he's going to swing one in, and then that's what's going to trap him. And
that's going to be the key for New Zealand, I think. If they get Rohit Sharma and Virat Kohli and Rahul out early, then they're into the middle order. And that, it's not the strongest middle order at the moment.
We've got Pant in there at the moment. He knows how to hit, but does he know how to save a game from 2-3 down? 2-3 for 40 or something like that. Does he know how to save a game? So play's about to start, and we actually might just head off, actually. Yeah.
Yep, so enjoy the game. DE Sports, we hope you enjoyed the discussion. So it's just started, first ball, and he's almost got him. Bhuvneshwar Kumar, almost LBW. Are they going to review?
They're not going to review, I don't think so.
13 seconds. Oh my God, hold on a second.
That was a big first ball.
They're consulting with Dhoni.
I think they're trying to, I think it looked possibly going down.
3 seconds.
Oh, they're going to review. We might stay on for this.
First ball, and they are going to review an LBW.
So this is kind of remarkable, actually. We're signing off, and first ball, there seems to be some drama already.
So the umpire has given it not out.
Yeah.
So umpire's call will be not out.
Yeah. That's, I think, the issue that's going to happen here is that the umpire's call play into it, and although India won't lose a review, I think they won't win it.
And if it is a marginal decision, so we're just seeing the replay now. If it is a marginal decision, it would go the batsman's way.
Yeah, going down leg. That's what I thought.
Close.
It was. It always looked like it was going down leg. So,
ladies and gentlemen, India have lost the review most likely. Just wait for the decision.
oh, that would be heartbreaking if they've lost that review. I'm hoping it's an umpire's call, so we still keep that review. To lose a review on the first ball of the match, that would.
With 49.5 to go.
I guess the thing is whether we keep it. The impacts umpire's call.
Oh, missing.
Yeah, we've lost it. We've lost that review.
The review's gone.
That's ridiculous, really. First ball, we've lost a review.
Anyway, it was close. If the rest of the game is exciting as this, we hope you enjoy. Doc Entertainment. We'll be back with a few more videos soon. So yeah, enjoy the game. Peace.
Peace. Okay. End. What are you doing? No? You don't end it?